There's no ignoring fate and destiny. Place not thy thoughts on things outside. Every man is destined for his hour.
On feeling goods where all of your cash went. Not chakra alignment or inward refinement. Trying to find one word to describe men. Better yet, can one consciousness unify them? Pondering on these questions is where my time spent. Creative process, believe me, greatness got to achieve it. Ideas we believe in, positive mind, gotta reach in it. Putting effort to bring forth this new being. You're not consumed by the lust for things, but knows that his worth is determined by words and deeds. Your mind is affected by words and deeds. Your thoughts are keys to what you're trying to see. And what you're trying to see should be to reach your goals. Hold on to your dreams, keys open doors. Since you can't always choose circumstances, make sure to choose your thoughts wisely. Choose advancement, move towards the future. Now's your chance, kid. Accept responsibility, avoid resentment. Actions always take root from what you think about. Things ain't going your way, it ain't hard to figure out. Why? Oh, why? Ask why. Ain't gotta tell you, it's right in front of your eyes. So in following these principles, you'll find along the road you're the only one responsible for your soul. It's no coincidence. Take control of your life, no coincidence. It's no coincidence. You take control, no coincidence. It's no coincidence. Yeah, it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence. Nah, it's no coincidence.
Old shells are highly prized. And this one is occupied by a sarcastic fringehead.
You're listening to Breaking News, absolutely breaking the news with Harry, aka The Brave, on WNHHLP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio. What's up, people? What's up? Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. It's Monday, right around 2 o'clock, and you know how I do. Let's dive right into those headlines. It's going to be a mystery of which headlines I touch because I didn't prepare like normal. But we'll look at all the headlines. This is one headline that I have that I was just reading. Avengers, the most lucrative movie franchise ever, is wrapping up. They're literally, well, you know, they actually have a movie coming out this weekend. The Infinity Wars. I think this is part 2 of the Infinity Wars. And now the Joe and Anthony Russo, the directors and stuff who have been doing all these Marvel movies, are now looking forward to the end. They're looking at how they're going to finish this ridiculously successful series, which is big. I mean, it's big. It has been so successful. And for people like me, when I was growing up, that I used to watch the Marvels or read the Marvels in the comic books, it's kind of sad that the movies are going to go away. I mean, I'm looking ahead. Probably another 2 movies before they even start closing it. But it's interesting how they are already looking for how to close the most successful franchise of all the movies. So interesting. It's interesting. My wife and I go see every Avenger movie that comes out. We'll be seeing this edition of the Infinity Wars, the second edition of the Infinity Wars, this weekend. That's if it's not too full, right? And also, I want to my condolences to Vern Troyer's family. Now, anybody who doesn't know Vern Troyer, very successful actor, but really, when I how do I put it? When I noticed him or became a fan of his was as Mini-Me in the Austin Powers movies, which my son and I would watch and enjoyed very much. You know, the Austin Powers movie. So if anybody remembers this Mini-Me, remember Austin Powers? Well, Dr. Evil and his Mini-Me. So, but my condolences, because I enjoyed his roles. Hola. Oh, yo estoy aquí. Estoy en el radio. Sorry about that. That was an interruption that happens in community radio, right? People popped into the studio to check if I was here because they hadn't seen me. Interesting. Anyway, so, you know, like I said, my condolences to Vern Troyer. Sad death. But anybody who hasn't seen the Austin Powers movies, go see them. They're hilarious. And he does an excellent role in it. All right. I'm going to play some music. I'll be right back. You're listening to me on 103.5 FM in New Haven, streaming live right here on Elm Street. Be right back.
Homie ain't nothing, still stunned, cause the money ain't nothing to a jig. Ain't nothing to a boss. Every day I'm racked up, again, I be strapped up, AYB. Everywhere I go. Maybe it's the liquor down, drinking, or a lot of niggas sounding like me. Sounding like him. I be with the plug, talking numbers, trying to find out what's the prices on the key. What's the prices on the thing? Prices on the key. Prices on the key. What's the prices on the key? Prices on the key. Prices on the key. Colliding against acting like me. Switch style, started rapping like me. I put that on fire, you ain't trapping like me. Talking big money, what's the prices on the key? I was 15 running with them GDs. But you know what, I'm claiming flame, banging big B's. And now I'm pop Molly, but the Rari on E. Rolling up gas, Bob Marley OG. 7,000 for the rollie, ain't even bust down yet. 2-door Beamer, I ain't even drove around yet. Looking for me, I ain't even hit the town yet. Nigga money talk, now I ain't hear you make a sound yet. I'm negotiating with the plug, talk price. Said it's 42, I said I'm going through a crisis. Threw me 9 ounces and I bring that money right back. Could've ran off with, I ain't even like that. But you know what, and kept 100 on the breakdown. If you got kick, I'm designing from the waist down. Listen to my own, it's riding through the A-town. Looking like money, safe to say I need a safe now. Homie ain't nothing, still stunned, cause the money ain't nothing to a jig. Ain't nothing to a boss. Every day I'm racked up, like I be strapped up, AYB. Everywhere I go. Maybe it's the liquor down, drinking, or a lot of niggas sounding like me. Sounding like him. I be with the plug, talking numbers, trying to find out what's the prices on the key. What's the prices on the thing? Prices on the key. Prices on the key. What's the prices on the key? Prices on the key. Prices on the key. What's the prices on the key? Yeah, I be thumbing through a check. Cuban around my neck, 800 for the sweats. Singing start hating when you phones off with a sex. But your mother's thought you probably thought that I was stressed. Mobbing in Miami in the Lamborghini. Louis Dami 400 for the beanie. Go ace bottle looking for a genie. Oh, you call me phony cause they never seen me. Henny to the head thinking getting fake. 3K for a first young getting made. Got love it again, but they nigga hate me. But I been getting money on them getting late. All white Nikes, ball mains cup. Same again, I ain't never change up. Red Balenciagas, I be flamed up. Benny Hondas every week, cause it came up. Homie ain't nothing, still stunned, cause the money ain't nothing to a jig. Every day I'm racked up, and I be strapped up, AYB. Maybe it's the liquor that I'm drinking, or a lot of singing sounding like me. I be with the plug, talking numbers, trying to find out what's the prices on the key. What's the prices on the thing? Prices on the key. Prices on the key. What's the prices on the key? Prices on the key. Prices on the key.
Listening to breaking news, absolutely breaking the news in half. And what that means for anybody who's listening to me for the first time is I read the headlines and a little bit of the articles in a news search, fact search. I break it. Is what I do is I take the opinion out of it and fill my opinion into the space, because what a lot of the media does, what a lot of the left-wing media does is they serve you up a dish of propaganda most of the times with a little bit of the facts. So, all right, so let's move on to the next article. This is from The Hill. 14 states have set new records for low unemployment rates in the last year. Nearly a decade after the recession put millions of Americans out of work, the states hitting new unemployment lows run the ideological gamut. From conservative Texas to liberal California, suggesting a recovery stronger than any particular political persuasion. In March, 8 states saw new record lows, including Hawaii, 2.1%, Idaho, 2.9%, Kentucky, 4%, Maine, 2.7%, Mississippi, 4.5%, Oregon, 4.1%, Wisconsin, 2.9%. Those are insane numbers. That's basically no unemployment. That's like everybody who's able to work is working in those states, Let's see. California also set a new record last month. The Golden State's unemployment rate stands at 4.1%. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, that's the lowest rate recorded since the Bureau of Labor Statistics began keeping track of the state level unemployment figures in 1976, and it's a third of the 12.3% unemployment rate California notched at the height of the recession in 2010. Colorado's unemployment rate is just 2.6%, among the lowest in the nation, and a third of its 8.9% peak. Alabama 3.7, Arkansas 3.6. These numbers are ridiculous, right? Jobs, more and more jobs. There's actually, in a lot of these states, there are more jobs available than people to work. And I hear all the time people go, where are the jobs? There ain't no jobs in America. That's just made up by Trump. No. Jobs are here. In abundance. Maybe not here in Connecticut, because we've shot ourselves in the foot here in Connecticut with all the taxes and pushing businesses away. But this is major. It's major. And if you follow what's going on from state to state to state, businesses are investing back into their businesses, which means more employees, which means less unemployment. A good thing. Gotta say, pretty good Trump economy happening here. I know people don't like to give Trump credit, but this is amazing. Amazing. All right, so you listen to the breaking news.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know you never seen a guy like me before. My diamonds shining, and she love the way they glow. Ooh, girl, I know you wanna roll, yeah. And girl, your man ain't gotta know, yeah. And I won't treat you like no, yeah. I know.
I know you never met him like me. Who you say that I'm different, make a movie like Spike Lee. Yeah, we cool like a slight breeze. Yeah, I'm trying to lay it down when you trying to be wifey. Yeah, my rolly type icy. Yeah, my money all way up, that's the reason that you like me. Take a ride in the Maybach. Baby girl, don't leave, not insist, don't play that. With the games like Say Jack. If you wanna be my girl, then girl, just say that. No, your man don't play that. I'ma keep it on the low, you don't even gotta say that. What the deal, little mama? Guess we really gonna chill, little mama. But I know you're not out of though. But I'm looking like a drug and you really need your dose though. We can hit another coast though. Yeah, it don't really matter cause I get it by the loaf though. Should I take a different post though? Yeah, you know we got the game and I'm with choco. We can keep it on the low though. But here's Slick and Blake if you really wanna roll though. We can keep it on the low though. But here's Slick and Blake when you really wanna roll though.
Yeah, I know. I know you never seen a guy like me before. My diamonds shining, and she love the way they glow. Ooh, girl, I know you wanna roll, yeah. And girl, your man ain't gotta know, yeah. And I won't treat you like no more, yeah. I know. Yeah, I know.
Wanna see what I'm all about? Got 5 new tricks, baby girl, let me call it out. Wanna hit you with the lazy cut away after gon' have you on some crazy head. She's wanna hit it on the handstand. That's a home run, baby girl, better yet a grand slam. Tryna kick it like Van Damme. Wanna go you on the trip, you can ride in the caravan. So I'm saying I never changed though. Hey, you ride my face, why I eat the beach look like a mango? Don't mind spending change though. You could get what you want, I beat it like the Django. You ain't never met him like me. Plus you say I'm down to earth and I'm cooler than the iced tea. Strobe lights make the ice gleam. So if you roll with me, I'ma eat it like some ice cream.
Yeah, I know. I know you never seen a guy like me before. My diamonds shining, and she love the way they glow. Ooh, girl, I know you wanna roll, yeah. And girl, your man ain't gotta know, yeah. And I won't treat you like no more, yeah. I know. Yeah, I know.
I know you never met him like me.
What's up? You're listening to Breaking News, absolutely breaking the news. With Harry, a.k.a. The Brave, on WNHHLP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio. All right, let's get into it. It's amazing to me, right? It's amazing that if a conservative says anything that you can put a negative connotation to and call a dog whistle or something like that, the media goes after you. You know, people go after your sponsors. They try to get you out of your job. But the Democrats could be so vile, disgusting, bigoted, and nobody says anything, right? All right. This is from, okay. Well, I'm going to read these. These are from Twitter, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read tweets that were sent between Tom Arnold and Candace Owen, a conservative black woman, right? And what happens is, wait, let me click on an article. Okay. Here goes. Tom Arnold flips out on conservative commentator Candace Owens. Actor Tom Arnold deleted a tweet in a disparaging tirade against a conservative commentator Candace Owens after she was praised by superstar hip-hop artist Kanye West. Yeah, Kanye West gave her props, you know. Candace Owens, a conservative black female, right? I know that's an oxymoron for some people, but they exist, right? So Arnold rallied against Owens and singer Joy Villa, another minority woman, in a series of tweets Sunday. Arnold called Owens a phony and a fraud and used profane language while responding to one of Owens' tweets. Owens wrote, when at Perez Hilton, at Tom Arnold, at Sean King, 3 white men rushed to viciously attack the freedom of 2 black people who refuse to be pawns to a leftist ideology, it should ring as a wake-up call to the world about who the real racists are. Now you have to understand, you don't get a pass or get to be racist because you're a Democrat. Let me take that back. I guess you do get a pass because the Democrats don't care if you're racist as long as you're on their side, right? So the message was prompted. I tell you, when I'm on the radio, it's like Facebook and YouTube kill me. My pages just freeze up. It's like they know I'm on. The message was prompted by Arnold's profane response. Let's see. That's a lot of extra words at Rio Candace. So, how demeaning. Is he saying she shouldn't know those words or her vocabulary should be limited because she's black? Right? Isn't that like a dog whistle? Isn't that something the Democrats would say? How dare he? Right? That's a lot of extra words at Rio Candace. So you can look, this is profane, right? And I'm not going to say the whole thing, but Tom Arnold tells her you can suck a racist D. Yeah, you understand that? These white Democrats think they could be racist, be vile, talk in a sexually harassing manner to a black woman because she's a Republican. That's disgusting. And Democrats should try to actually live up to what they say, right? And protect the women who are being harassed and belittled, right? What happened to the women's movement? Shouldn't they come out against people attacking conservative women? Right? Owens, who created the black conservative website Red Pill Black, is an ardent supporter of President Donald Trump and hailed him as not just the leader of the free world, but the savior of it as well, according to the rap. The commentator later clarified her conservative stance after being labeled a far-right media personality. Right? Kanye says he likes the way far-right media personality Candace Owens thinks. While fans of Owens are expressing their support for Kanye's statement, others are upset with what appears to be an endorsement for the far-right media personality. We should be free in America, right? To say what we want, have our own opinions, right? And we shouldn't have to deal with people being disgustingly vile. But I guess that's what the Democrats do these days. It's a constant attack. They give in to their hatred, to their hate for Donald Trump. Really, it's disgusting. You people need to be better. Be better than that. Be better. You listen to the breaking news.
Yo, it's the G-O-D, B-O-D-Y. Yeah. Rock your body. Illegal business controls America. Business controls America. I never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man. Industry rule number 4080. Record companies are shady. Yeah, I know y'all been waiting, y'all been patient, let's go. I be the MC version of UEP, the all-seeing through my 2020 brown Bruce Lee's, Malcolm X / Muhammad Ali, karate chop the writer's block with the Hasi Selassie karate. Your photo shoots with the same old stare, you're sitting there in the wicker chair, holding the heat. You're in the spare with my coalition comrades in the rear, pat downs, peasy, if we here with their fists in the what I say. These rappers wanna blast me away, but I'll be back with no delay like Jesus Christ on Easter Sunday. In their rings, they wanna murder God body, sacrifice the life for the Christ on Good Friday, resurrect and return the wreck. Snap a nigga neck for some live effects. Approach the podium, give a mic check, adjust the specs, bless the chest with a bulletproof vest before I catch wreck. Spitting and spazzing yo in the side of assassins and rapping before biggest bullets be blasting yo at my black ass and here to free the hood from the mental enslavement. This ain't gangster rap, this is a form of entertainment. Controversial, kissy no sense. Coming through the speaker like the brick through the living room window of a civil rights leader. Prolific, gifted, leaving spirits lifted like Dr. King's last words before we got his cap twisted. I'm told I'm a nigga with an attitude, cause I choose to spell America like Ice Cube, yo, white America. I got some real bad news, me and my crew's about to open up some all black schools. I ain't Jacob, but wake up baby, I drop jewels on young tykes to keep their business tight like Ice Core Jewels. Apologize, I highly refuse when it's cool. Yo, when I choose to use the word again, referring to my black brothers and sisters when you really want me to mistreat my Miss Silly like Mr. like Rama. I just want y'all to follow the leader when Whitey want me to beat her like Silly told Hoppo to do to Sophia. Leave the color purple bruises on the complexion, need to give her everlasting love and affection with every inch of my enome insurrection in a midsection. In producing positive pregnancy tests, I bring the drama like some of Osama. Suicide bombers pose like a comma as I preach and teach truth like Dalai Lama. Overcome like Obama, offer from a prima donna. Looking for a shorty from the hood with the heart of Osada. Influential like a nephew in his martyr. Big Papa hook up the mic to hear the scholar drop a paragraph of power on a mission. So just shut up and listen to what I'm spitting. The price of admission to a show that of a college tuition. Listen to the lyrical lecture from PA to professor. Putting listeners to the test in the second semester scholarship for my future scholars. Heads in the hood bringing home honors, but can't come up with the dollars and the earning for the higher learning. It's like an eternal flame, yo, in my heart that stays burning. Martin Luther King had a dream, better yet a vision to get a youth the opportunity to make a decision in their life mission. Giving your mommy's ambition to wanna be more than a dancer in a video. Vision Pop told me you can analyze, but don't idolize another. But that cat Mike Jack was a bad motherfucker.
You listen to Breaking News with Harry, aka The Brave, on 103.5 FM, WNHHLP. Streaming live from New Haven, downtown New Haven, right on Elm Street. Alright, let's just continue with this entertainment news, right? All these far left bigots and haters. Anyway, this from the Huffington Post. Shania Twain apologizes after saying she would have voted for Trump. Yeah, I feel like a woman. You remember that? All right. Shania Twain bullied into having to say she apologizes for saying she would have voted for Trump. You understand? This is insane. Look, if my vote counted here, if I thought Trump would win here, I would vote for Trump. Right? But the Democrats are loons here. But she has to actually come out and say sorry for saying that. Like it's a curse word. And you know why, right? Because you people are nuts. The Democrats out there are nuts. You can't have voted for Trump because of his policies. Look at Candace Owens. A young black conservative woman. Listen to all of that. She falls under all those categories you like to protect. The only difference is that she's not a victim. That's the only difference, that she's not a victim and she stands up for who she is. Now, Shania Twain, she's trying to make a comeback, right? And I think she had the most successful album ever by a woman. But so she's trying to make a comeback, and she was talking to The Guardian when she said that she would have voted for Trump. What's wrong with that? You can't vote for him because of his policies? You can't vote for him because he stands for capitalism, because he wants to protect borders, because he wants to do things that are already law? You can't vote for Trump because he wants to actually live up to our Constitution? What's the problem with voting for Trump? Really, think about it. What's the proof? What's the magic truth? Or the magical proof that you have that he's what you think he is? Right? What's the magical proof? This is the thing. That you are caught up in this propaganda. Same type of propaganda that the Russians do. The Democrats have been using for years to make you that victim that feels like somebody's hurting you when they're saying something that you don't like or agree with. I feel bad for Shania Twain. She should have stood up for herself. She shouldn't have given in to this bullying. This constant bullying. This bigotry coming from the left. That you can't be different from them. They've been preaching something they don't live up to. They don't like different unless you agree with them. They don't like free speech unless you agree with them. They want to shut down free speech. This is the hypocrisy that we've all been living under. Where you can't say anything that offends somebody. You can't have a belief system. Cory Booker, the other day, in questioning Mike Pompeo, who's up for Secretary of State, asked him a religious question, right? A belief system question. Do you think that being gay is an abomination? I think is what he said. I'm paraphrasing. And Mike Pompeo refused to answer. I didn't know that suddenly in this country there's a religious test. There's a religious test now in order to serve your country. I thought we couldn't do that anymore. But for some reason, Cory Booker felt the need to ask something that's within a person's belief system, which is private. unless he's okay with us asking everybody those questions, unless he's okay with us asking the Muslims who are serving in the Congress questions as far as it pertains to their belief system, which would be a no-no. Understand that. And I'm not saying Christians or Muslims or whatever is better than the other, because I have no belief system. I don't believe in religion. I think it's a joke for me. But when I see the inequality of how one is treated against the other, one is pitted against the other, you don't see anybody going into a Muslim bakery and asking them to do a gay wedding cake. They know they wouldn't get away with that because they treat one more sacred than the other. Anyway, I digress. Let me roll it back. Poor Shania Twain. She should have stuck to her guns. Never let anybody strip your opinion away. Strip your belief system away. Because they're judging you for not feeling how they feel. Oh, wait a minute. That sounds like a Democrat arguing for the freedoms of everything. See, and that's where it falls under their hypocrisy. They only want you to be free to think if you think how they think. It's a shame. You're listening to breaking news, absolutely breaking the mainstream media in half, with Harry, a.k.a. The Brave, on WNHHLP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio.
Now put your hands up. What? Put your hands up. What? Put your hands up. What? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Yeah. I'm faded, rolling another one. No matter the job, I always get it done. Music is food and my dinner's begun. We up for the challenge and that's for anyone. She up on the D and she do it for fun. In GMC, my team, we number one. Put that clip in that thing, that mean you better run. Hit her, we get her me, cause she poppin' it like bubble gum. She shake it, make it didn't wanna. She know I came up from the corner. Moving and over him to them stoners. I deliver the order to go and chill by the water. Let's go. Now we cruising in at C3. Yelling never worry ENT. I see I'm out watching me, but playing thirsty and get it. It's hot like a cup of tea. All fall back, cause this is real rap. No make believe shit, cause this is all facts. That thing go. Clack, 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 clack. Her ex, oh, clack, clack. Now put your hands up. What? Put your hands up. What? Put your hands up. What? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Yeah. I tell these niggas to all fall back, cause this is real rap. No make believe shit. It's this is all facts. That thing go. Clap, 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 clap. That'll go. Clap, clap. Now put your hands up. What? Put your hands up. What? Put your hands up. Yeah. What? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Yeah. Mega hood the best, talking to everyone. No matter the job, we always get it done. You just ain't get sweet, soda like Cinnabons. I'm just getting started, now watch me heat it up. Killing them, you fake it's Milli Vanillium. Mega hood the best in this fucking millennium. My millions to get me Christina Million. No haven rapping, always you get a taste of the city. Jackie Robinson started a name affiliate. Never ever pill pop and smoking no Ilium. Clown niggas, we laughing, we call you silly. Think you seeing me really? No competition, we bury Hold up. See, we cruising down Welly, yeah. 5 deep, she been having this with your little shit. We was younger and wildin' in. No apologies, by any means, we get it in. Yeah.
You're listening to breaking news. Absolutely breaking the mainstream media.
Smooth, McBucks.
I tell these niggas to all fall back, cause this is real rap. No make believe ish, cause this is all facts. That thing go, clap, 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 clap. Hurry, go, clap, clap. Now put your hands up. What? Put your hands up. What? Put your hands up.
Alright, you're listening to Breaking News. Having a technical issue there. Sorry about that. So, let me repeat myself here. Democrat presidential hopeful wants to give citizens $1,000 a month, right? And a Democratic presidential hopeful for 2020, Andrew Yang, is proposing $1,000 a month for all citizens between the ages of 18 and 64 as part of a universal basic income program. This should have Democrats doing a backflip, right? Democrats should be doing a backflip of joy. This is Bernie Sanders to the 10th power, right? $1,000 a month for all citizens 18 to 64. Andrew Yang, an American entrepreneur and the founder of Venture for America, said the spending proposal will cost the U.S. Treasury an estimated $2 trillion a year. That's an interesting proposal, right? I mean, he says we could pay for it, right? Because Andrew Yang, let's see, the size of our economy is now $19 trillion a year. It's grown by $4 trillion in the last 10 years alone. We can easily afford $1,000 a month per citizen, Andrew Yang said on Fox Business News with Stuart Varney on Monday. So he thinks, and the reasons, I would have to go through the whole article here, but the reasons he thinks we should do this is because he says we're going to lose out on trucking jobs, on certain industries that are going to go away because of the self-driving trucks and stuff like that. So he says it's going to come to a point where the United States has to give a permanent income, right, where everybody gets $1,000 a month. And he figures that $1,000 a month will get recycled into the economy. People would be spending that, which would cause more jobs. And it doesn't make sense because he says these industries are going to go away. So he has to be thinking that by us getting $1,000 and buying stuff, well, if your job goes away, that $1,000 you're going to hold on to their life. You're not going to spend that $1,000. He says we need it because truck driving is the most common job in 29 states right now in the U.S. And we all know that trucks will start driving themselves in the next 5 to 10 years. Yang said retail is the second biggest job category in the United States, and 30% of malls are going to close. Okay. See, I don't know. The math doesn't make sense to me, but, you know, Democrat math is different from basic math. So, you guys should jump right on it. Bernie wanted universal health care. You add this on top of universal health care, you give everybody free health care, then give them $1,000 a month. Then everybody stays home and does nothing. Wait a minute. Well, who's going to pay taxes? Wait, so if you're home doing nothing and you're not there to pay the taxes, how are they going to collect taxes in order to give you back the $1,000 doesn't ever make sense with Democrats. But good news for Democrats. Somebody wants to give you more stuff. Somebody wants to give you even more stuff. Yay! You're listening to Breaking News with Harry, a.k.a. The Break.
controls America. Business controls America.
I never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man.
Industry rule number 4080. Record companies are shady. Yeah, I know y'all been waiting now. Y'all been patient, let's go. I be the MC version of Huey P, the all-seeing through my 2020 Brown Bruce Lee's, Malcolm X / Muhammad Ali, karate chop.
All right, let's jump back into it. You're listening to me on WNHHLP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio. I have that little music playing in the back, but that's this is from Reuters. Right? London murder rate overtakes New York as knife crimes rise. Wow. It seems like if you take away people's guns, it doesn't resolve the insanity of killing people, right? So London's murder rate has overtaken New York because knife crimes are on the rise. People are killing each other with knives over there. We ought to look at what's happening over there, and let's just think ahead. Think ahead. Let's confiscate everybody's knives. Right? Everybody gets a plastic butter knife. Let's just take away everybody's knives, because you see, London's murder rate overtakes New York's, and knife crimes are on the rise. This is in Reuters, right? London police investigate more murders than their New York counterparts did over the last 2 months. Statistics show as the British capital's mayor vowed to fight a violent scourge on the streets. There were 15 murders in London in February and 14 in New York, according to London's Metropolitan Police Service and the New York Police Department. For March, 22 murders were investigated in the New York Police Department. 22 murders were investigated in London. Wait, I read that wrong. Okay, 22 murders were investigated in London in March, and 21 murders were investigated in New York in March. Interesting. So, I call for the confiscating of all knives. Well, at least in Europe should just confiscate everything, right? They have so many problems. But it shows you evil people will find a way to do evil things regardless, right? Even if you confiscate knives and you give them the butter knife that I said, somebody will shave that butter knife down into a real weapon, right? So evil people are motivated to kill people, right? Or evil people who kill. There's evil people in life who don't kill. But evil people are motivated to do their evil things, whether that's killing or not. And they find a way to do those things. It's insane. It's insane. But before I go, let's talk about what's going on with North Korea, the North Korea talks. It's amazing, right? This guy has suddenly decided he's gonna, I guess, find some peace for his nation, right? I mean, it's insane. Citing North Korea's pledge to suspend missile. This is from the Washington Times. Citing North Korea's pledge to suspend missile and nuclear tests, President Trump says efforts to compel the secretive nation to abandon its nuclear weapons program are starting to pay off, though he acknowledged Sunday that talks with Kim Jong-un still have a long way to go. Mr. Kim said he has suspended all missile tests and shut down a nuclear test site as of Saturday, according to state media. The North Korean leader is preparing for a historic summit with Mr. Trump in late May or early June. The president hailed the moves as big progress, but then reeled in expectations, saying he is playing catch up after his recent predecessors failed to stamp out the threat. Maybe things will work out, and maybe they won't. Only time will tell, Mr. Trump, President Trump, said on Twitter. But the work I am doing now should have been done a long time ago. That I agree with, right? Now, when President Trump when he was President-elect Trump, that he was talking to Obama in the transition. President Obama told President Trump that what will keep him up at night will be North Korea. That's going to be his major problem. Now, if you look, in Obama's 8 years, he did nothing with North Korea. Yet he told President Trump that North Korea will be the problem. Never mind that he was leaving ISIS in Syria, and ISIS and Al-Qaeda controlling Libya and everything. So Obama left the Middle East a mess, and he was telling Trump, North Korea is your problem. Yeah, they're your problem, but North Korea is your real problem. So now Trump has been talking hard with Kim Jong-un. And everybody was going, oh my God, we're headed to World War III. Because Trump isn't doing things the way Obama did it, peaceful and doing nothing, drawing red lines and allowing people to walk over them. That's what we need, somebody who doesn't live up to his word like Obama. Well, Trump actually protected or lived up to Obama's red line in Syria. And he's been hard with North Korea and trying to bring them to the table. So let's see what happens. It looks like it's working out. It looks like everybody saying that Trump was moving us towards war has been wrong. It's looking good. The economy's good. Right? We just had a bombing in Syria that was successful, and we had our allies, right? We had the British and the French with us, right? So we have our allies working with us. The economy's good. We might have historic peace in the Korean Peninsula, right? And everybody's acting like their hair's on fire. It's insane, right? Unemployment is at the lowest rate it's been in like 40, 50 years. But everybody's running around like their hair's on fire. Well, at least the Democrats are. Stop hating, start appreciating. You're listening to Breaking News with Harry, a.k.a. The Brave, on WNHHLP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio. See ya!
The tongue of a man is the rudder of the boat, but the Lord of all is its pilot. Cast not thy heart after riches. There's no ignoring fate and destiny. Place not thy thoughts on things outside. Every man is destined for his hour.
On feeling goods where all of your cash went, not chakra alignment or inward refinement. Trying to find one word to describe men. Better yet, can one consciousness unify them? Pondering on these questions is where my time spent. Creative process, believe me, greatness got to achieve it. Ideas we believe in, positive mind, gotta reach in it. Putting effort to bring forth this new reach your goals. Hold on to your dreams, keys open doors. Since you can't always choose circumstances, make sure to choose your thoughts wisely. Choose advancement, move towards the future. Now's your chance, kid. Accept responsibility, avoid resentment. Actions always take root from what you think about. Things ain't going your way, it ain't hard to figure out. Why? Why? Ask why. Ain't gotta tell you, it's right in front of your eyes. So in following these principles, you'll find along the road you're the only one responsible for your soul. It's no coincidence. Take control of your life, no coincidence. It's no coincidence. You take control, no coincidence. It's no coincidence. Yeah, it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence. Nah, it's no coincidence.
Old shells are highly prized. And this one is occupied by a sarcastic fringehead.
Transmite en su canal de frecuencia modulada estereofónica multiplex La Voz Radio desde New Haven, Connecticut al mundo.
I am the keeper of this dream. Walk with me, I'll tell you 1,000 stories. Long ago, given to the earth. These mountains tall, they are my only walls in this temple where I bow. I see.
Buenas tardes, good afternoon. You're listening to Caprice Taylor, Juntos Podemos, Together We Can. La primera parte será en inglés y a las 3:30 en punto en español. The first half will be at 3 p.m. to 3:30 in English, and at 3:30 we'll begin in Spanish, which today